What's good, y'all? Welcome to my review for Star Wars Visions Volume 3. Yes, finally watched it, man. Sorry for the delay on this one, man, but yeah. And overall, man, Visions Volume 3 was a pro. Once again, it proved that Disney should have never left Japan for Volume 2. Like, listen, Volume 2 was amazing in its own right, man. Had a lot of really great shorts, but it did not hit the same highs as Volume 1. And Volume 3 hit even higher highs that no other studio or country, I think, will ever top. This Volume 3 just got proof to Disney, hopefully, that, yeah, we're never leaving Japan again. We're never going international again, bringing in other countries. Like, that was a cool experiment for Volume 2. But this proved, keep this shit in Japan. This is where Star Wars Visions is at its best, is when it's in Japan. This kind of proved, man, especially with Black, which obviously the big short that came out that everyone was talking about, man, that was what everyone was talking about, was Black, done by Disney Productions, directed by the legendary Shinya Ohara, if I'm pronouncing his name right, who is an OG animator, who is a veteran of the industry. He worked on, obviously, he did this one. He did some key animation for Lazarus. He did some key animation for Infinity Castle, which I think I know where his cut is. Boy and the Heron, man. Lupin Part 4, The Last. Space Dandy was the animation director and episode director for the OP. And also did storyboards and key animation for Ping Pong, the animation. Worked on the Golden Age movies for Berserk, at least the third one he worked on here. Did key animation for Mind Game, Ghost in the Shell 2, Fooly Cooly, One Piece. Bro's been around for ages, man. Akira is on his Annie list as well. Bro has been around the block for quite a while, man. An absolute veteran of the industry, man. And yeah, I'm not seeing a lot of director's credits, so it seems like he's mostly an animator, and I think this might have been his first directing credit. Let me see if I can see anything else in here. Animation director. Okay, no. He's directed some other stuff in the past, but mostly he's worked as like either a key animator or an animation director. But anyway, Black was good. We'll obviously talk about Black a little bit later on, man. I want to talk about some of the other shorts first before we get to Black, because also bear with me, guys, because I got a bunch of tabs open up for Sakugaboro and stuff, just so I can talk about some of the big cuts that I wanted to talk about. Though surprisingly, a lot of cuts don't have animators attached to them. Unfortunately, obviously Black, pretty much everything has an animator attached to it in some capacity. No surprise there. But a lot of the other shorts, man, most of them have maybe one or two cuts from that particular short that has an animation tab, but not as many as I thought there would be. There's also a couple shorts that are just straight up missing animation cuts at all or posts at all. One that was kind of surprising to me was the Bounty Hunters. That's nowhere to be seen on the site, which is kind of surprising because I remember that had a few cool cuts, man. So I'm surprised that one kind of got omitted. So that one got omitted, man. There's obviously the big ones. There's some of my favorite ones that didn't have it because they're all entirely 3D, like the Bird Paradise, which I think is probably the most underrated cut or the most underrated short of Volume 3, man. Because literally everyone's just been talking about Black. No one's really been talking about any of the other ones, man. But I feel like that one really deserves a lot more attention on it. And of course, the Duel Payback, which you guys know is a sequel from the first, which is a follow from Volume 1. Not the only one, because the Ninth Jedi was another one from Volume 1 that got a sequel, which I didn't even know about until I literally checked Letterboxd. I was going to see if Volume 3 was on Letterboxd to add it on my boxes, and then I found that Letterboxd has all the shorts for Star Wars Visions across all three volumes, divided into each individual short. They're not like Volume 1, Volume 2. It's like each of the individual shorts from each of the three volumes as their own individual short film. That's how they're all listed. So I gotta rush them through together a listing of Volume 3. Man, I also want to go, and I'm not really too satisfied with it, man. I'm not really entirely sure a lot of my picks because, I watch some of these pretty late at night, man, and just everything going on, man. I'm not too confident in my picks, man. I kind of want to go back and rewatch all three volumes so I can rank all of the shorts of Star Wars Visions into one massive, post on my Letterboxd, one massive ranking on my Letterboxd, which I think would be pretty cool to have that on my account. So hopefully one day I'll go back and rewatch the other ones, and then I could fully rank Star Wars Visions. But yeah, I didn't know that one got a sequel, so I checked and saw that one had one from Volume 1 as well. So yeah, I'm not gonna go now for this video, man. I think I'm gonna do this. I'm pretty sure I did the same thing for both Volume 1 and Volume 2, where I'm not gonna really go too deep into plot synopsises and whatnot, man. I'm more especially for Volume 3, especially. I'm also just gonna be talking about what I liked about it, some of my favorite cuts, and of course Black as well. And so there will be some spoilers in this video, man, just up ahead, man. This one I won't be dividing spoilers because I'll just be talking spoilers. This will be more of a casual discussion, man. So just letting you guys know if you guys haven't seen Volume 3 yet and you guys want to go watch. But anyway, man, so the plot of Volume 3, like the other ones, is an anthology series for Star Wars Vision, and the cast includes well, as always, guys, I watch this dub, so I'll be reading up the English cast. Though the one thing that annoys me is that for behind the voice actors, they have all 3 volumes mixed together into one thing instead of having them divided into each volume, which is a bit of a pain in the ass trying to figure which characters were in which. But anyway, we got Brian T. Lucy Liu. Wait, Lucy Liu's in this? Goddamn, what is with NYAV dubs and getting Hollywood stars, man? Seriously, like, you know, like, it seems like they always be getting these, man, like this, Boy the Hair, man. I don't know what it is about NYAV specifically, they always seem to get Hollywood actors for their dubs, for their bigger projects. Andy Yakko's in here, man. AJ Beckles is in here as well. He had a character, Mark Strong, another Hollywood actor, man. And yeah, many more. Plenty of other people, man. Like I said, there's tons of. George Takei, if I'm saying that right, he's in here as well as one of the characters, man. So yeah, a lot of big names, man. A lot of big names, man. A lot of Hollywood actors, some other people that I'm not really familiar with, man. Oh shit, Jimmy Yamaguchi, who you guys know voices Hugo and ZZZ's in here as well. I didn't know that, man. I'm literally looking at the cast right now and I saw him there, so that's pretty cool that he actually got to be in this as well. That's pretty hype that he got to be in Star Wars Visions. Anyway, so let's talk about some of the shorts about. I'm not going to go too deep into each individual short and give my thoughts on this one. I'm mostly going to be skipping around because some of them I was kind of really into, some of them I didn't really nuts, and like some of them I don't really remember that much because like I said, I've kind of watched because like the way I've watched this, man, I ended up going pretty late on the first day I watched, man, so my memory of some of these is not completely there. So I'm going to be kind of skipping around a little bit. But the dual payback, man, that was also like the big one from Volume 1 that got the most showcase, man, just because of how cool it looked, man, which I thought was going to have some posts on it, but it doesn't have anything on from both Volume 1 or this one, so I'm assuming it must have been entirely CGI, which got surprised. I thought this was like 2D or something. But no, but I guess it's apparently entirely 3D because, you know, Sakaboro does 2D post, 2D animation. But anyway, it was once again amazing, man. The duel from Part 1 was from Volume 1 was incredible, man. Very striking. It looked like an Akira Kurosawa film, you know, in anime form with Star Wars, man. And this was no different. Once again, amazing choreography for the fight. Looked absolutely just breathtaking, man. It just has so much style. It's so fucking cool, man. And yeah, the dual payback, man, that was a banger, man, an absolute banger. The song of the 4 wings. Once again, that's the one I really don't remember much of, but this one was pretty cool, man. I liked that they actually did like a magical girl too, where like the girl in this one turns into like an X-wing as part of like this magical girl transformation, which was pretty cool. The Night Jedi Childhood. This was another one that I really enjoyed, man. And they actually had for this one they had. I'm trying to remember who the actor was that played that. Yeah, they had Freddie Highmore, if I'm pronouncing his name right, as the droid for this one, man. He did a really great performance, man. But like I said, I don't remember what happened in the original one, but the animation for this one was really good, man. Unfortunately, I don't think any of the cuts from that one had. Oh yeah, there's one. Yeah, I don't think any of the cuts of this short had any animators attached to them, unfortunately. But this one had some really cool sequences, like the lightsaber sequences, man. Great choreography, man. Great character acting, man. This one has this. I believe this was Witch Studios ones as well. They also did like the CGI spaceships look really good, man. There's some really great boards in here, man. Some really great. Like, I'm looking at this one post right here where she does like a cartwheel after she's getting fired by blast, man. It looks really good, man. Great work, man. This one was really good, man. Though I do have some problems. Though it did seem to go 3D in a few instances, man. Where like some of the fights where they seem to go for like wider shots, they seem to go fully 3D with them. It seemingly not sure why. Maybe Witch Studios. I don't know if Witch Studios decided to experiment with some of their CG tech with this one, man. It looked fantastic. It looked great. Not gonna say it looked bad, but that was kind of surprising with that one, man. That look great. Like I said, the Bounty Hunters was really fun, man. Like I said, I'm kind of surprised this doesn't have any posts on this one, so that was really good. Yuko's Treasure, man. Well, this one was kind of a cute story, man. I really enjoyed this one. This one, I would definitely say Yuko's story easily has the best character, and obviously excluding Black, because obviously Black is Black, and that one was fucking incredible. But out of the other shorts, man, this one I would dare say Yuko's Treasure had the best character acting of all of them. The character acting is very expressive, it's very fluid, man, and it's very emotive, man. The character acting in this one is fantastic, man. Like I said, this probably is the best character acting out of the shorts in Volume 3, I should say, excuse me. The Smuggler, easily the most disappointing one, man. Like, this was the one that Trigger did, and honestly, I don't know if like, Edge Runners 2 is like literally taking all of their staff. I'm not sure when this was in production compared to Edge Runner Season 2, but like literally nothing that makes Trigger was in this short, man. Like no flashy animation. It was, not saying it was poorly, it was good, and there were some good cuts in there still, but it was not what you expect. If I didn't know this was Trigger, I would never have thought that Trigger animated this one, man. None of the flashy animation that Trigger's known for, man. Nothing really that expressive in terms of character acting or anything. Like, this one was kind of by the numbers, and I feel like this was just done by like a skeleton crew of just whatever their staff they had lying around that wasn't working on Edge Runners 2. You know what I mean? I don't know when this started production compares to Edge Runners 2 or whatnot, man. But this one was very disappointing, especially considering that for Volume 1, Trigger's output, man, were some of my favorite shorts, man. Especially that lightsaber one they had. That was that I wouldn't be surprised if they had some of the Promare team work on that one, because the designs looked kind of similar. I haven't seen Promare, but it looked similar from the stuff I've seen of it. So I don't know what that was about, man. But like I said, it was a decent short. I enjoyed it for what it was, man. The Bird of Paradise, man. I dare say, I think I mentioned this earlier in the video, probably the most underrated of the shorts, man. This one's fully CGI, done by Polygram. What was it? I'm trying to remember. Yeah, Polygon Pictures was a studio behind it. So this is a 3D anime studio. They haven't seen it done much to do any really notable shows. I'm looking at their mail right now. They have some Idolmaster shows in here. They worked on the Godzilla films, the 3D Godzilla films. They also did the 3D remake of Fist of the, I think this is Fist of the North Star, right? This is Fist of the North Star, that everyone was like, oh my god, this looks horrible. The Blam film as well. They worked on Ajin as well. 3D anime too, like I said before, man. And it seems like they're not really that beloved. Like most of these kind of like 7s or 6s or 5 scores, they're not seem to be a very highly regarded studio. But this one, man, I don't know if like, they had some massive shakeup with their talent or something, or people are just bitching because they just because the usual CG bad thing, when it's actually not that bad, man. Like I said, I've not seen any of the other previous projects before watching this short, man. But I dare say that I don't know if they had like some shakeup with their staff, man, or this was just a unique opportunity with just the staff they had present here, because they had a lot. Because to be fair, they had some big names here, man. That probably was the reason why it looked so good. But this one, like I said, was easily, and this one I dare say is probably the team's magnum opus, man, because this one was truly just stunning, man. This one probably, like outside of Black, obviously, was probably the most visually appealing and most visually striking of the shorts, man. It is so beautiful, and the 3D animation is incredible, man. Like, this guy reminded me of some stuff you saw out of the Animatrix, man, which, to be fair, that was pretty old, man, but it looks phenomenal, man. And this one looks really great, man. The backgrounds especially, man, there's some really cool shots here where they go into this more like classical Japanese painting style sort of thing, man. I'm not sure if that's a proper term, man. But they just look true. So the story with this one, man, was basically seemingly, and the cool thing about this one actually, seemingly this one took place during like the Old Republic time area, because you have a Jedi, you have his Padawan, and you have a Sith that's not a Sith that none of us have ever seen before. So I'm assuming that this is set during like the Old Republic, or I guess the High Republic, to be more specific for Disney's timeline, man. But around that time frame, seemingly. And she gets blinded after she fights off the Sith with her master, falls down this cliff, and she's like in this forest, and she loses her sight, man. And she's kind of like in her whole journey is her learning to be more connected with the Force, man, and try to see and try to to really feel the Force and be more connected to the Force. And that's how she helps her actually see through the darkness, man, see through where she's going, everything, man. And it's just a beautiful short, man. Now, the reason for why I think this one was so beautiful is because for this one, man, Junpei Takatsu was the director of photography, the DP for this short. Now, if that name sounds familiar, you guys do not know, you guys are definitely familiar with his work, because he was the DP for, or was on the photography team anyway, for Call of the Night Season 1 for both the OP, the ED, and episodes 4 through 8 and 11 through 13. And if you guys have seen Call of the Night, you guys know that show is fucking gorgeous, man. Especially the backgrounds. This Call of the Night has some of the best backgrounds I've seen in a recent TV anime, man. They are just so jaw-droppingly gorgeous. I love the colors they use in it. And I think that this dude being on there was probably doing most of the heavy lifting with this one, man, and why it looks so beautiful, man. is probably it's probably due to him, man. This man clearly has a vision, man. He clearly has an eye for this sort of thing, man. Easily, I would dare say one of the best DPs working currently. I would dare say, man, just given his work in both this and Call of the Night, man. I'm not really familiar with much of his other work, because I'm looking, and he also did like the photography, like A Beautiful World music video. I'm assuming this was for like Ava 1.0 or something, man. I'm assuming, but yeah, he also worked on the Persona 3 movies as well, or at least like yeah. He worked on he worked on all four. Wait, there's four of them? I thought there was only three. Whatever. But yeah, man, he's also done the Rurouni Kenshin remake as well. He worked on Sandlands as well. He's on the new Kamen Rider anime as well. But yeah, this dude, like, I'm pretty sure most of the reason why this one was so beautiful, man, was because this one was so visually striking, man. It was just gorgeous to watch. If there's one I would recommend you guys check out, besides Black, obviously, it's definitely this one, man. This one's definitely the most underrated, man. And honestly, I think I might make an animation breakdown of this one on my Twitter, make a thread about this one, because this short was just too damn good for me not to talk about it, man, and to show it something, because I said, I feel like Black has just completely overshadowed all of the other shorts, man, and that's the one that people are only talking about, man, which I feel like this one should get some love as well. Let's get on to the big one, Black. My God, man, what? Oh yeah, I also forgot to mention for the Lost Ones, man, which I think was the one that I think Production IG worked on. I'm not sure. This might have been the one Wit did. I forget which one. But this one had some really good, because with this lightsaber fight, man, because when we find out that the woman that would fall actually when it was revealed she had a yellow light. So I was like, oh shit, she has a yellow lights, because those are pretty rare. We never really see those in Star Wars. The only one character that we know have them. Whereas like what was it, like those Republic guards that were guarding the Jedi library or whatever it was. Rey, Princess Leia, and I believe both Legends, and I believe in the Rise of Skywalker, she had a yellow lightsaber, man, and this chick as well. So it's always kind of cool when you see someone rock a yellow light. But this cut right here, when she's like having to fight her master, man, like this like rose in the this rose field, felt very reminiscent of Metal Gear Solid 3. Not sure if that was done on purpose or not, man. But this one was really cool. This sequence was done by, or at least this opening bit was done by Wong Yong Kang, if I'm pronouncing that right, which I'm assuming the dude's Korean. And yeah, this one's really good. I love this one part where the storyboarding here is phenomenal, man. I love when they're following them, when it's like a close up on their feet as they're charged right towards her, and then she just starts randomly doing some flips right before she like goes up there for like an upper. The choreography here, man, is just insane, man. I love this sequence, man. This is easily one of my favorite cuts from Volume 3, man. That obviously isn't from Black, man. This is just so good, so well boarded, man, so well choreographed. The animation here is just incredible, man. Amazing work, man. This is absolutely incredible. Like I said, I feel because how good Black was, everything's getting overshadowed, man, because there's so much great animation in that. But now let's get into Black, man. Holy shit, man. Now, I'm not going to go over here and talk about every little thing about here and every post of it on Sakagaboro. I'd be here all day if I did that, man. So I'm only going to talk about a handful of cuts that I wanted to talk about. So the first one we got to talk about, man, is Vincent Chan's art. He had like two sequences in this. He had two cuts for this one, apparently. He scored Sakagaboro. This one with the TIE fighters, man, that's incredible, man. The colors here are so good, man. Though the comment on this one is weird, because the first one says Vincent most likely used the restroom multiple times to work on this cut. We'll confirm privately. Not sure what he means by that. Like, I thought it meant like there was like some like disgusting thing where he had to vomit or something. Like, it's a really well done. Maybe unless he's referring to like motion sickness or something. I'm not entirely sure. Either way, this cut just looks incredible, man. Like, this is some of Vincent's best work, if you ask me, man. Like, and also someone mentioned this in the comments, it makes me want to see a fully animated Death Star trench run, man, because this just looks so good. This looks just so incredible, man. Of course, we got the big one, the most infamous one that someone on Twitter famously said was visual vomit when Volume 3 first dropped, done by Keiichiro Watanabe, if I'm pronouncing that right, man. And this sequence, man, I mean, Black in general, man, seems to just is very, I don't even know if psychedelic is even the right word. That feels like an understatement to call this psychedelic, man. I don't know, and I also want to know, what fucking drugs was the team on? Or Shunya or Hara specifically, what drugs was he on, man, to even come up with this shit, man? Like, this must have taken some hardcore shrooms, meth, a mixture of multiple drugs. I don't know. I don't even know how you come up with this without being under the influence of something, man. But This series by Kenichiro, man, is just incredible, man. I don't know how you can call this visual involvement, man. It's very easy to follow. If you can't follow this, man, I'm sorry, you're fucking retarded. Hey, I'm autistic, man, so I can fucking say it. But like, bro, that's a you problem. Your brain has been turned to mush thanks to TikTok, man. If you find this or any part of this short hard to follow, man, because it was very easy for me to follow, man, and it's very obvious, man, that this short is about the descent to the madness of a lone stormtrooper, man, or something like that, or just to show really just the true horrors of war from the perspective of a lone stormtrooper, man. It's just incredible. Dude, this sequence, man, is just so good, man. Like, man, I'm looking at it right now, Sakura, man. It's just, it's so good, man. It's so, the way the thing like moves around, man, and kind of like squatches and stretches, man. Just like once again show like everyone's like tripping balls, man. The smoke effects, man. Just the overall art style in general, man, for Black is just so visual. This show starts fast and furious, man, from the opening bits of it, man, and it just does not let up. This is such the fire effects here, man. The way everything's so wavy and wobbly and moving all around, man. It is just truly, truly incredible, man. Like, I don't even know how you animate this. And like, okay, I'm assuming the backgrounds are CG for this one, man. But oh my god, this with like this sequence with like the speeder bikes, they like descend further into like whatever this is, man. Oh man, the fire effects, man, just. This sequence is so incredible, man. I don't know how you can call this visual bomb, man. That's a you problem, man. Unless that person was just rage baiting, in which case, fair enough, you did your job. But yeah, that sequence looks incredible, man. I think there's another one I wanted to talk about at all. No, that's about it. The other one that Vincent did was like these fire effects, man. It looked really good, man. But yeah, this was incredible, man. Also, I got one thing I almost forgot I need to mention, man, is the character acting from one sequence where like this is like near the end of the cut. Where this is like near the end of the shore, where the stormtrooper we've been following at this point gets up, man, and the character writing is just, you can feel the distribution of his weight as he tries to get back up, man. It is just incredible to watch, man. And apparently, of course, this was done by a man by the name of Julian Bentley, if I'm pronouncing that name, if I'm saying that right, who was apparently the animator behind this one, man. It's incredible work, man. I wish we had the Genga for this. Thankfully, we do have the Gengas for some stuff, man. On his Twitter, Shinya has posted a bunch of cuts on his Twitter, man. Layouts have been posted as well on both. I think his Twitter's posted some stuff. There's also stuff on like the YouTube, Star Wars YouTube channel. They post like the opening bit of it, man, with the storyboard, just the final animation, man. We've gotten a handful of Gengas as well. Like I said, they posted on his Twitter. I'm assuming they're Gengas. Maybe they're more layouts. I'm not entirely sure. And which is great to see, because I was like, I need to see the Gengas for this, man. I need to know how this looked before it got color and everything, man. It's just, and yeah, it's insane to look at, man. Like, this is like a one in a lifetime type animation we get here with Black, man. You might say I'm over exaggerating. You might say I'm just glazing this, man. But this is truly an incredible work of art, man. An incredible achievement in terms of animation, man. Like, I think if you guys follow me on Twitter, I said this, man. Like I said when I mentioned the whole thing about Gene Psychedelic, like I thought that Mind Game and the last few episodes will be the most mindfuckery anime I've ever seen, man. But obviously, Black takes the cake for that, man, and makes Mind Game look like an episode of Doraemon in comparison, man. Like, the animation here is just so incredible, and just the art style in general, man, is truly just a sight to behold, man. It is so good. This short in general, man, is incredible. This is one of the best animation shorts. Like, honestly, you asked me, this should be in competition for the Oscar for best animated short. Will it get a nomination? I don't know, because this is part of an anthology series. I'm not sure how that works in the Academy and whatnot, man. But like, if it can get that, man, if it can get that nom, give it that nom, and have it win the Oscar, man. This is incredible. This is truly incredible work, man. And everyone that worked on this at Air Productions should obviously deserves a pat on the back, man, and a round of applause, man, and all that jazz, man. Just in truly incredible work, man. Which is so where this is from Data Production, because like this is like very different to anything else Data Production has worked on, but that's just because Shinya Ohara was the one directing this, man. I'm sure this is mostly just his call and just his vision rather than so much that what Data Production is usually known for with like JoJo and Fire Force and whatnot, man. But yeah, man. Anyway, guys, I've rambled on long enough, man. Oh yeah, negatives for the show, man. Before I forget, one thing I ever mentioned, like the whole short with the Trigger one that I thought was very disappointing considering it's the output, but also for The Ninth Jedi, I believe it was. Yeah, the Ninth Jedi, A Child of Hope. Man, there was some other like wide shots where where I swear they go into where they swear they use CG character models, man. And it looks very stiff. The animation on them is not that great, man. It looks the movements on them have come off very stiff in certain points. Like I said, there are some parts where the CG looks great. Other parts, like some of the character movements when they do like wide shots or whatever, and the movement and animation looks a bit stiff, man. But that's about it, man. Anyway, guys, I've rambled on long enough. Hope you guys would have really like if you did subscribe for new. Oh yeah, my favorite. Anyway, guys, I'm gonna give this a 9.5 out of 10, guys. But like I said in my previous review for Vision Volume 1 and for Volume 2, where the fuck is Marvel Visions, man? What the fuck do I gotta do to get Marvel Visions, to get Bones on it, to make like a Spider-Man or Avengers short, have Koei Horikoshi write it, man? What does a man gotta do to get that? Anyway, guys, hope you guys enjoyed the video. Leave a like if you did, subscribe if you're new. Follow me so you feel like it. Links are below, and as always, subscribe for more. See you guys next time.